Is trouble mounting for Hyderabad Member of Parliament Asaduddin Owaisi, who's also AIMIM chief, and that for the oath ceremony that happened when he took an oath, a slogan that has led to a lot of uproar and controversy. This is another complaint that has been filed. So basically now two complaints have been filed seeking disqualification of Owaisi in the Parliament after he took the oath, which is as per protocol and procedure. But after that, there was some sloganeering that he has done, and that has triggered full-on uproar, specifically from the ruling party. So one of the complainants who's filed that complaint is Vineet Jindal. He's joining me right now. Mr. Vineet Jindal, why as an advocate did you decide that this sloganeering that he's made is worthy of a complaint asking for disqualification?
Yes, look, this statement, that the phrase which has been used by Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi during his speech, basically, it is a process which is taken place in Parliament of India.
Yes.
And instead of naming our country, he has prizing and adhere the other country by chanting its name. So this is against Article 102 of 1B. So that's why we have filed a complaint against Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi for doing this wrong act.
Why do you think that it was absolutely inappropriate, that it shouldn't have come from a member of Parliament of the Indian Parliament to be mentioning the name of another country when he took that name after the oath ceremony?
Yes, look, this is not the first time when he's doing this act, basically. He has been organizing so many meetings to support this country, and after that, this is very significant issue basically. Now, at the time of his taking oath, after just finishing oath in the Indian Parliament, he's shown his adherence and allegiance towards the other country by naming it. Why he has not been chanting Jai Bharat, Jai India, Jai Hindustan, whatever it is. Okay. So he can prize our country. Why he is avoiding to prize our country every time, and he is prizing the other country by naming it at the time of taking oath as an MP of Indian Constitution, as an Indian Parliament? Why?
And finally, Mr. Vineet Jindal, because there has clearly been a lot of debate, discussion on this mention. Of course, he has his own strong base. While there's been a massive uproar, the BJP, the NDA is also charged at him. Do you think that the MPs should only adhere and cater to their oath with regard to India and shouldn't get into perhaps global issues, at least at this time?
Look, every citizen of India has a right to speech. There is no issue.
Yes.
But there is a specific specific point and specific place. So it is about.
Okay, I appreciate you joining us. Mr. Vineet Jindal, he's said why not mention Jai Bharat, Jai Hind and take names of other countries. It appears he found it inappropriate and he's, as an advocate, filed a complaint on it. There are two complaints now that have been mentioned. I bring in Amit Bhardwaj right now, and we're not going to, and also Ashutosh Mishra is joining me, and I'm not going to mention the name of the country and the sloganeering because the chair has expunged that off the record, struck it off, therefore, but of course it's all over social media. Ashutosh, you tell me that what he has said has led to such an uproar, and it was surprising to say the least when he did make that mention. But now complaints are filed, the NDA is pushing against it. What happened?
Well, can those complaints hold off in the court of law? Certainly, as you rightly said, those remarks were expunged. Now, they are no more part of the parliamentary proceeding, which simply means those slogans were not made at all. There were objections raised by the ruling party. So what happens inside the parliament, it was the matter between the chair and the matter of between the member of parliament elect who was taking an oath. And clearly what the Owaisi said, it could be unethical, but was it illegal to say that? Well, of course, that is again prerogative of the chair to decide. As far as the issue that Owaisi made the remarks on about, the certain issue was the Palestine. Now, sloganing in hailing a country Well, does that make him, a pro of that country? Well, in that remark, remember, I have the statement of the Ministry of External Affairs on 22nd February in the Parliament, responding to the Member of Parliament from Assam, Badruddin Ajmal. It is the government of India's often stand, not for today, not for yesterday, but for many long years, that India's policy towards Palestine has been long-standing and consistent. We have supported and negotiated two-state solution to establishment of a sovereign, independent and viable state of Palestine with secure and recognized border living side by side in peace with Israel. This statement come, and remember, even before that, India did condemn in a very harsh word as far as the attack on Israel by Hamas terrorists are concerned, and India did demand
But again, Ashutosh, the question will be here, can
that
that statement, which is an official policy, has been an old official policy of the External Affairs Ministry and of the Government of India, can that be then mentioned selectively here as one country being mentioned, which has nothing to do with India, the oath ceremony, and that has led to a lot of uproar here. That is what Asaduddin Owaisi had mentioned. But interesting, and thank you for giving us your perspective on that, and this only means that it's going to escalate in the next few hours.